All right, as you can see, it's been a busy news day, but the top story right now, a special court in Delhi has issued a notice to the Enforcement Directorate over leaked videos of the jailed AAP Minister Satyendar Jain apparently getting massages in jail, which have unleashed a political storm ahead of a string of key elections. The Enforcement Directorate had recently submitted a report to the court where it said that Mr. Jain was receiving VIP treatment, and they gave evidence in which there's a mention of massages and Bisleri water, all of which is a violation of the jail manual, the ED said. The court had then ordered that this video not be released to the public. Yet this morning, several BJP leaders shared this video of the Aam Aadmi Party minister Satyendar Jain, who was arrested in May in an alleged money laundering case, getting a massage in Delhi's Tihar jail. And the question now is, who released these videos?
Close on the heels of the allegations of jailed Delhi minister Satyendar Jain leading a luxurious life in Tihar, a purported clip showing Delhi's home minister getting a foot massage inside his prison cell has now emerged. Just days after, the Tihar jail superintendent was suspended and over 20 prison officials transferred on the allegations of special treatment being given to the cabinet minister. This has sparked a fresh war of words between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP in the run-up to the crucial civic body polls.
एक आरोपी को मिलनी नहीं है। ये मसाज क्या हो रहा? क्या है ये मसाज? एक कैदी और एक आरोपी, उसको मसाज दिया जाएगा। और इसीलिए हम कह रहे हैं, अरविंद केजरीवाल बाहर निकलो, बताओ ये मसाज क्यों दिया जा रहा है?
सारे पदों का दुरुपयोग करके कभी कोर्ट बदल देते हो, कभी जज बदलवा देते हो, कभी जाके वहां पे वकील बदलते हो, और जब सारे हथकंडे आपके नाम कामयाब हो गए तो आप उसके बीमारी का इलाज का वीडियो जारी करके उसका मजाक बना रहे हो। शर्म नहीं आती है भारतीय जनता पार्टी के उन नेताओं को, उन तमाम लोगों को? कोर्ट ने इस वीडियो के जारी करने पर, इसको रिलीज करने पर, इसको लीक करने पर ईडी को इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया हुआ है कि इसको लीक नहीं किया जाएगा। उसके बावजूद ये वीडियो लीक किया गया, मजाक बनाने के लिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की साजिश को कामयाब करने के लिए, और चलाया जा रहा है। ये कोर्ट के आदेश का उल्लंघन है, इस पर हम अलग से कार्रवाई करेंगे।
Amid the political standoff, the Delhi court, hearing Satyendar Jain's bail plea, pulled up the Enforcement Directorate, serving it a contempt notice for leaking the CCTV footage that the probe agency submitted before the court as evidence of the AAP minister flouting jail norms while opposing his bail plea. However, with the CCTV footage going viral, questions being raised over the Delhi minister being allowed to surpass the rules of the Tihar jail.
वीडियो को देख के जैसे लगा तीन अलग अलग लोग जो है इनकी मसाज कर रहे हैं, तो ये अनयूजुअल है। जेल में ये इतना यूजुअल नहीं है। आम आदमी को जो है अगर फिजियोथेरेपी की जरूरत होती है तो हर एक जेल में फिजियोथेरेपी वार्ड बने हुए हैं, तो वहाँ फिजियोथेरेपी करवाते हैं। और एक हॉस्पिटल है हमारा जेल नंबर 3 में, तो उसमें फिजियोथेरेपी का काफी बड़ा एक वार्ड है, उसमें फिजियोथेरेपी करवाई जाती है। पर ये जो सेल के अंदर फिजियोथेरेपी कर रहे हैं, ये दिस इज अपेरेंटली इलीगल है।
Home cooked food, packaged water and claims of Delhi Minister Satyendar Jain enjoying his family's company in jail beyond permissible hours. The BJP making it difficult for the Aam Aadmi Party to wriggle out of corruption charges in the middle of election season. In New Delhi with camera person Sushil Rathi, Vedant for NDTV.
So, therapy or VVIP treatment, a storm in Delhi politics over the Tihar CCTV footage. The court issues a notice to the ED asking who leaked the CCTV footage. Is the ED now a pawn in the dirty politics between the AAP and the BJP? Joining us now on Left, Right and Centre, we have Ashutosh, senior journalist, political analyst, former spokesperson for the AAP. We'll have Mr. Sunil Gupta, former spokesperson of Tihar Jail and author now who's written this very revealing book on what actually happens behind bars in Tihar. SP with former IPS, Jai Prakash, former mayor of North Delhi, senior leader of Delhi BJP, Huda Zariwala, political analyst. Mr. Jai Prakash, to you first. The day starts with BJP leaders sharing a video of the Aam Aadmi Party Minister Satyendar Jain, who was arrested in May in an alleged money laundering case, getting a massage. The question, Abhi sir, question ये है कि बीजेपी की लीडर्स को ये वीडियो कहां से मिली, कैसे मिली और क्यों रिलीज किया गया है? Mr. Jai Prakash? Can we just try and reconnect the line there with Mr. Jai Prakash? Let's get Mr. Vaid then. Mr. Vaid, you have served as a DGP of prisons in Jammu and Kashmir. You've been tweeting about this. You say this is not the norm for a well-administered prison. That is expected. That, of course, is, a low-hanging fruit, where a country like India, where we know that VIP privileges exist everywhere. My question to you, sir, would be to take it beyond. In a well-administered prison, how does CCTV footage get out, especially when there has been an order by the court to the enforcement directorate that this footage cannot be leaked?
It should not have been leaked. If CCTV footage is with only the enforcement directorate and there is a court order that such video cannot be released, then it should not have been released if it is only in the custody of one particular investigating agency. I'm not aware how it has gone to the media. But, something is unusual happening there. There are 4 people around and the head massage is going on. If it is only physiotherapy, it should be in the hospital physiotherapy ward and not in the private ward of the minister, who continues to be jail minister. In fact, somebody was jokingly mentioning in one of his tweets that he is doing his duty work from home. So I think sarcastically such comments also came. See, what jail manual, if I recall, I have served as DGP prisons Jammu and Kashmir. Jail manual allows under trials, they can have the food from their home, they can have their essentials from home, but this facility is not available to the convicts and those detained under Public Safety Act.
All right.
In case of Jammu and Kashmir and in other rest of the country, National Security Act.
Okay.
But under trials are, as per jail manual, are allowed to, like somebody raised a question of how Whistlery water was allowed.
All right. I do have Mr. Jai Prakash back. Let's try and get him on. Jai Prakash जी, हम आपसे पूछ रहे थे कि बड़ी सवाल यहाँ पे ये है कि ये वीडियो कैसे रिलीज हुई है और who has released it, क्यों रिलीज की गई है, why is it being shared, बीजेपी लीडर्स के हाथ में कैसे आया, how is it coming to the hands of BJP leaders specifically who have been tweeting it and sharing it since the morning?
देखिए, सबसे बड़ी बात है कि दिल्ली में जो आम आदमी की सरकार चल रही है और उस सरकार के मंत्री 4 महीने से जेल में हैं और जेल में रहने वाले सभी कैदियों के साथ एक समान व्यवहार होना चाहिए, लेकिन सत्येंद्र जैन जी वहां पे भी 5 स्टार सुविधाओं को हासिल कर रहे हैं। तो ये आम आदमी पार्टी जो बदली हुई राजनीति की बात करते थे, जो कहते थे हम देश को बदलेंगे, दिल्ली को बदलेंगे, राजनीति बदलेंगे, ये तो सारे के सारे खुद बदल गए। भ्रष्टाचार भी ये कर रहे हैं, जेल के अंदर भी जो ठग है उससे ही।
Sir, nobody is denying that. For a moment, I don't want to get into the massage. Nobody is denying कि ये VVIP treatment थी, वो तो मतलब इंडिया की सबसे बड़ी पुरानी old dirty dark secret है। हम आपसे ये पूछ रहे हैं, is it not worrying कि ED ये अगर ये jail is not being run according to rules and norms, similarly how has CCTV footage of prisoners been allowed to be leaked? उसकी responsibility कौन लेगी?
देखिए, दिल्ली की जो जेल है वो दिल्ली सरकार के अंतर्गत काम करती है, तो दिल्ली सरकार खुद कैसे काम कर रही है इससे पता लग जाता है कि उनकी सरकार के अंदर भी
So the Delhi Tihar jail comes under the Delhi government and the enforcement directorate. All right. Or Jai Prakash ji, Delhi Tihar jail to comes under the Delhi government. Enforcement directorate comes under the Home Ministry. Or enforcement directorate ne court ne they have issued a notice to the ED, a contempt of court notice asking who has leaked this CCTV footage.
देखिए ईडी का काम या जो भी एजेंसी है जो किसी चीज की इंक्वायरी करती है उनका काम है जिनके खिलाफ भी कोई जांच चल रही है उनके खिलाफ सबूतों को जुटाना और दिल्ली की जेल के अंदर एक
But even the ED has to follow the process of the law.
वहाँ पर मसाज पार्लर में उन्होंने खुलवा दिया है.
All right.
तो उसकी बात तो जनता के सामने आनी चाहिए ना.
All right, hold that thought, Jai Prakash ji. Hold on. I have Sunil Gupta here, former spokesperson of Tihar Jail. Mr. Gupta, you have worked in Tihar Jail for 35 years. You know the ins and outs of it. Isn't this Tihar Jail's oldest, dirty, dark, open secret? Political power and clout goes a long way in our prisons. Money and political power can buy you anything in Tihar Jail. You've written a whole book about this.
Yeah. Basically, you are very right when you are saying that influential prisoners, gangsters, these political affluent class, they are getting whatsoever they want in the jail. Like this Mr. Jain case, this is very smaller case. If I go on to telling you how much we have accommodated this political class, you will say that the Tihar administration is not functioning. But of course, what has happened at Tihar today, this was not this physiotherapy. This was you can say extra facility given to the Mr. Jain.
So anybody can take a look at this and see this is not physiotherapy by any stretch of the imagination. But Mr. Gupta, does this worry you? You have seen many questions have been raised about the administration of Tihar, where you have served, you have spent your life working here. The fact that you can have CCTV footage taken out of prisoners in jail and then used by political parties for political purposes, is that not a new law, or is that an additional more serious worry for you?
Security breach. This is a security breach. This has never happened because we are having a CCTV control room here in the jail. From where nobody can take any of this footage from the jail. But here, since footage has been taken, this is the security breach and should be properly investigated.
Are you saying this is the first time this has happened ever?
Yeah, this is first time it has happened ever.
A security breach, this should now be taken up. All right, let's get in Ashutosh over here. Ashutosh, Mr. Vaid, at some point, if it wasn't so funny, I mean, we should be crying because he talked about how depressing this whole situation is in so many layers. This is depressing for the layperson because you have a complete collapse of the system at so many levels. On one hand, you have Satyendar Jain, who the AAP says is a political prisoner, wrongly in jail, a victim of vendetta politics. That is one issue in itself. On the other hand, you have a jail system exposed where, political power and clout goes a long way. Then on the other hand, you have the ED that seems to now be involved. Is the ED the new CBI, which is what the opposition claims? Ashutosh, you need to unmute.
Sir, I want to say three things. First of all, this cannot happen without the connivance of the bureaucrats. So bureaucrats should be embarrassed that if something like this is happening in a jail, that why the bureaucrats have allowed this.
Yeah.
And at what level this has been allowed. This is not something has happened at one level. Second point, as I know, because Tihar jail comes under the Delhi government. And if Tihar jail comes under the Delhi government, obviously somebody has leaked with a political purpose. Who has that? And who's the beneficiary? The BJP is the beneficiary. So obviously somebody is working on behalf of the BJP within the jail premises itself, and that's how he got the footage and he leaked it to the BJP.
But fair enough, as you point out, the Tihar jail comes under Delhi government.
No, Delhi government comes under Tihar jail comes under the Delhi government. The DGP of Tihar jail reports to the Home Minister of the Delhi government. That is clear. There is no doubt about it. And Mr. Satyendar Jain has been a Home Minister for a very long time. So let's not get confused about it. The point is, who leaked this video? That means somebody has been working for political purposes to a particular political party and wanted to help him or benefit him. The point number two. Point number three. This is a court property. This leaked video is a court property. If it is a court property, then who has leaked it? That means this has been leaked with an ulterior political motive to influence MCD elections or the Gujarat elections, to portray and to discredit the Aam Aadmi Party. It's as simple. This has a lot of political things. So let's not just get Aam Aadmi Party is. I can understand that Aam Aadmi Party is showing the medical report. The doctor has suggested that he should get a physiotherapy. I can understand that.
But this is not physiotherapy, Ashutosh. We're in agreement on that.
I and you cannot be judge. If there is a medical report, doctor has given that he should be given physiotherapy. I do not know how the physiotherapy is done. But yes, this has to be scrutinized at the three level. One, who are the bureaucrats who are helping a political party? Who are the bureaucrats who are getting this done? And who are the bureaucrats who are serving them? So bureaucrats should be embarrassed instead of coming here and saying that this is happening something like that. This is happening in every jail in this country. And the bureaucrats at a very large level, unless they conspire, unless they connive with these criminals, this cannot happen.
Before, I just want to bring in our other guests right now to talk about the fact that this comes in the backdrop of an extension. Huda Zariwala, political analyst, can you talk about this, in the fact that this comes at a time when the term extension for the ED director has also come under the spotlight, because it is a move that has been read politically by the opposition especially. The fact that this week the centre gave a third extension to the director of the Enforcement Directorate a day before he was to retire.
Absolutely. I mean, isn't it but obvious right now, the dirty politics, the dirty tactics that are being taken into cognizance by the BJP. I mean, here we have the MCD election right round the corner. We have the Gujarat election, which clearly BJP is skeptical. I mean, they might actually end up losing a lot of seats to Aam Aadmi Party this time. So let us not forget that these, all these allegations and these, the video leakage itself, that is highly criminal. I mean, how was the CCTV footage released to begin with? This comes at a time with the MCD election is round the corner. I mean, we all know how Dr. Satyendar Jain's health is at risk here. We are talking about a man.
All right, Jai Prakash ji, can I come across to you here, Jai Prakash ji? ये आप बताइए, opposition कह रही है, they're pointing out that the centre uses the ED and the CBI to silence any voice of dissent, and ED comes under the Union Finance Ministry, or Union Finance Ministry enforce करती है ये Prevention of Money Laundering Act, under which Satyendar Jain is in jail. So this yesterday, 24 hours ago, the ED director को extension मिली a day before he was to retire.
देखिए, जो लोग राजनीति बदलने आए थे और आज दिल्ली के अंदर और देश के अंदर जिन्होंने भ्रष्टाचार के सारे रिकॉर्ड तोड़ दिए, आज उन भ्रष्ट लोगों की सारी बातें जब बाहर आ रही है, फिर भी हमारे आशुतोष जो मित्र है वो उनको डिफेंस कर रहे हैं। जिस पार्टी ने उनको अपनी पार्टी से निकाल कर बाहर फेंक दिया, अब वो कह रहे हैं कि भाई ये डर्टी पॉलिटिक्स है। जो करप्ट लोग हैं, जो राजनीति बदलने आए थे, जो जीरो टॉलरेंस की बात करते हैं करप्शन की, आज पूरी की पूरी आम आदमी पार्टी चाहे पंजाब के अंदर है, चाहे दिल्ली के अंदर है, और पूरे देश और दिल्ली की राजनीति को जो लोग खराब करना चाहते हैं, अगर उन लोगों की पोल खुल रही है तो उनको तो स्वागत करना चाहिए। ये तो आए थे करप्शन के खिलाफ लड़ाई लड़ने के लिए। आम आदमी पार्टी का एक मंत्री 4 महीने से जेल में है, और जेल में रह के वो सुकेश के साथ भी मार विद्या करता है, और वहां पर वो मालिश करा रहा है। अरे भाई, ये कैसी राजनीति कर रहे हो आप? पूरी की पूरी दिल्ली सरकार भ्रष्टाचार में डूबी हुई है, पानी पीने को गंदा मिल रहा है, सड़कें टूटी हुई हैं, शराब के नाम पर दुनिया भर का भ्रष्टाचार हुआ है, पानी सड़कों के नाम पर भ्रष्टाचार हुआ है, स्कूल के नाम पर।
जय प्रकाश जी, आप आंसर नहीं दे रहे हो। The ED has been served a notice by the court आस्किंग ये वीडियो ने किसने रिलीज की है? नोबडी इज आर्ग्यूइंग व्हाट द कंटेंट्स ऑफ द वीडियो आर। वो तो दिखाई दे रही है सत्येंद्र जैन जी को मसाज मिल रही है।
वो कोर्ट में जिसको जवाब देना होगा वो जवाब देगा, लेकिन
आपके पास जवाब नहीं है उसका।
जेल के सत्येंद्र जैन जी जेल के अंदर बैठ करके ऐसो आराम की जिंदगी जी रहे। वो जेल के अंदर क्राइम करके गए। ईडी का छापा पड़ा है।
Mr. Ved, you have been in the system, former IPS. The extension of the ED director's tenure is a mockery of the Supreme Court's direction, has argued Dushyant Dave for common cause in court. Many have raised eyebrows over the fact that he's gotten a third extension one day before his retirement. And the opposition, of course, is pointing out, they're saying simply, connect the dots here.
It has become a political issue. Repeated extensions, obviously, it is extraordinary. I think the third time extension has been given, and it is not normally done. You may have at the maximum one extension, but obviously the opposition had filed cases had gone even to the top court. And top court had issued certain directions. This is between the union government and the highest court of the country.
Yes, the top court had in 2021 said no further extensions to Sanjay Mishra.
It is very, very unusual. Generally, such repeated extensions are not given. Though the court, the union government takes a stand that it is their privilege.
Very, very unusual. We even had justice called recusing himself from a plea,
Yes.
challenging the extension. So the entire system, so depressing for a lay viewer. Anyone watching may wondering where do we turn to? Jai Prakash ji, ये जो आम आदमी पार्टी ने, to go back to your point, आप तो सिर्फ ये कहना चाहते हो कि सत्येंद्र जैन को मसाज मिल रही है जेल में। You think that is the most serious point in this entire debate? जो आम आदमी पार्टी कह रही है, they've got a medical prescription from a doctor, he has spinal issues, उनको physiotherapy की requirement है, और आम आदमी पार्टी तो कहती है कि उनको he shouldn't even be there in the first place. He is a political prisoner. He is a victim of a political vendetta by the BJP.
देखिए, आम आदमी पार्टी जब भी कोई घटना घटती है और किसी भ्रष्टाचार में पकड़े जाते हैं तो उसका कोई ना कोई रास्ता निकालने का प्रयास करती है। तो आम आदमी पार्टी से निकलने का प्रयास कर रही है। हम आम आदमी पार्टी से पूछना चाह रहे हैं कि वो शुचिता वाली राजनीति कहाँ गई, वो करप्शन फ्री राजनीति कहाँ गई? जब आप पूरे के पूरे करप्शन में डूबे हो तो आपने तो कांग्रेस को ही फेल कर दिया। तो इसका अर्थ है कि जो कांग्रेस पूरी की पूरी आम आदमी पार्टी में शिफ्ट हुई है, उन्होंने पूरी की पूरी आम आदमी पार्टी को कूड़े का ढेर बना दिया। वहां सिर्फ करप्शन है, भ्रष्टाचार है और अव्यावहारिक बातें हैं सारी।
All right. Ashutosh, last word to you. Mr. Jai Prakash basically saying the Aam Aadmi Party has become everything it said it would never be.
सर, आई थिंक जयप्रकाश जी ने मेरा नाम लिया इसलिए मुझे जवाब देना पड़ेगा। जयप्रकाश जी को मुझे लगता है कि शॉर्ट टर्म मेमोरी लॉस है, क्योंकि वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी की अकेली ऐसी पार्टी जिसके प्रेसिडेंट कैमरे पर घूस लेते हुए पकड़े गए थे। अकेले कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर थे दिलीप सिंह जूदेव जो कैमरे पर घूस लेते हुए पकड़े हुए थे। एक मिनट भाई साहब, एक मिनट। दिलीप सिंह जूदेव का नाम आते ही आपको करंट क्यों लग रहा है? उन्होंने कहा था खुदा ने खुदा से कम। सुन लीजिए मेरी बात, सुन लीजिए। आपको बताने की जरूरत है, आपको बताने की जरूरत है जयप्रकाश जी, आप किस पार्टी में बिलोंग करते हैं। आपको बताने की जरूरत है, बिलोंग करते हैं। पार्टी के अध्यक्ष कैमरे पर घूस लेते हुए पकड़े गए, जिसके कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर कैमरे पर घूस लेते हुए पकड़े गए। आप वो पार्टी जो कहते थे डिफरेंस। तो द पॉइंट नंबर इंपॉर्टेंट बात क्या है? इंपॉर्टेंट बात यह है कि
आपको बाहर निकाल दिया, आप आज उस पार्टी में डिफेंस कर रहे हैं। मुझे
how a man who has not delivered things for the enforcement directorate.
All right. Unfortunately, the audience cannot hear anything. But the question is, the main money question is in the dirty politics, as you can see. Ashutosh, I'm completely out of time. You know how this works. You've been on this side of the camera. But the point is this, as AAP and the BJP go at each other and it gets dirtier by the day, is the ED now becoming a pawn in the dirty politics between the BJP and the AAP? Thank you all for joining us on Left, Right and Centre tonight. Bye-bye.